Hello stock traders. Today I come to you with a video that is different than anything I've ever really made before. This is on one specific stock that I think is going to go crazy on Friday. Now, you'll need to do your own due diligence, of course, and look at this, and I am not a financial advisor, but I think this one particular stock is so significant, some of the different things that has happened, that it could go ballistic, and I'm going to talk about where I think it could go, how high it could go, and what could happen and what I'm expecting. I hope all of you are having a great week on the stock market. So far in the month of November, I am personally at a 3.96% gain with my callouts. Year to date, I am personally at a 196% gain. So we are experiencing pullback right now. It has been a little bit tougher. Before I get going in this video, if you could do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when a new video comes out. We have a Patreon group. If you are wanting my buy and sell alerts, that is the place to get it. That basic level is perfect because it covers this insider swing play and also my PDUFA run-up play. Anyway, for $27 a month, it is well worth it, which is one great trade you'll easily pay for multiple months. So anyway, one stock I am holding that could go crazy on Friday. This is going to be interesting. I have some sales to report. The first is ACHR. I called this out a few days ago and sold for a 0.34% gain. I also sold CRCT with earnings coming up for a 3.17% gain. Hopefully anyone who has those two stocks made money on those. But before we get going, let's take a quick look at the SPY and see where the market's going because it's so important to understand market trends each and every day. All right, so we have had this bullish wave one, and wave two is a pullback, and that is what we're experiencing. And if you've been watching the last couple of videos, I've been talking about the possibility of this starting. Now, this is just a pullback. Where do I think it could come down to is I think it could come down and fill this gap here. This is that yellow line right here, and that would be kind of worst case scenario, and that's right at 451. The other thing that could happen on it, it could hit 457. The reason is because the 20-day moving average is right around there, and that would be critical support for sure. And so that would come down and could be right there. So either level. But after we have this pullback, I'm expecting another long bullish run. We're going to wave three. And this is definitely a wave one that we've had. We definitely had an ABC correction. So it makes sense that that's where we're going, and that's just on the SPY. All right, so let's get in and start talking about this stock. All right, so the stock ticker is ANVS. This is Annovis Pharma. This is an insider swing play. I've been talking about this stock for about a month from the time I originally called this out. My personal average in this is $31.17. I am just about even, so a little bit of a loss, but here's why I like it. I love it for this massive gap up. This stock was at 110 and then took a beating on down here on certain news. But we have had some very bullish developments and some things kind of going on. I'm going to talk about those things. And why Friday? You're like, why Friday? Okay, well, let's start off with the first thing. On October 13th, two directors and the CEO all reported insider activity. It was very, very strong. And I'm going to show you this insider activity. So as you see here, up here at the top, these two directors bought shares, and at just about the same time, the president and CEO bought shares. And so all of that came out, about $500,000 worth. There hasn't been a lot of insider activity on this in a long time. And so that was kind of surprising to see three different officers just kind of go in all at once. And at this point, after seeing this type of insider activity, I designated this a news insider. And what I mean by that is I'm literally waiting for news. I am not going to sell it. I'm going to hold it. And I do this every once in a while when I have multiple officers going in and a significant drug or event or something coming up that could be a very huge catalyst. And so we have that happening on Friday with Annovis Pharma. And so it's going to be really interesting to see how that goes. So let me kind of talk about what we have coming up. So here you can see, and this is biofarmcatalyst.com. This is a great site. They don't pay me to say that. I just use them all the time. But this is ANVS, and so they have a drug, ANVS 401, that is for Alzheimer's disease, which is really, really huge and could be really big. And so as you look right here, we, on November 12, 2021, additional Phase 2A data to be presented at CTAD. So that is very significant. So we have the insider activity happening about a month ahead of time, and a news event coming out on Friday. So that is Friday coming up. And so those two things are the reasons why I think that this stock can go nuts. Now let's talk about where it could go and why I think it would hit those kind of levels. First level of resistance is going to be right at $60. And so that's a very important level of resistance. You can see here this bullish pattern that I've talked about, and I talked about this just a few days ago, where we've passed resistance, and we've done that right here. You can see there was resistance right here. We passed it, got up, and have come back down to hit that support level of resistance again. And we're a little bit below it, but as you can see in after hours, it's coming right back. And so this is a bullish pattern. When you pass it, come back and hit it as support. The resistance becomes support, and now the stock can take off and go crazy. Anyway, this is just a quick synopsis, but it'll be really interesting to see what happens on Friday. I'm loaded up, and I am holding this for news. I love the insider activity that's been happening on it. I also like the different things, and if they have a drug that can help people with Alzheimer's, that of course is extremely significant, and we could see this stock really take off on such news, and that's happened to other stocks like Sava and some other things. And so Annovis Pharma looking really good. I wish you all the best on the stock market. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please reach out to me in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. I wish you all the best, and Raythoven out.